All right. I am back. I know it's a surprise to see me, especially on a live stream, but tonight we are diving deep into football's fiercest feud, the Baltimore Ravens versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two fan bases, two identities, and one guest who swears that black and gold runs through her veins. This isn't just about an AFC North beef. This is truly personal. So tonight, grab your terrible towels and your purple pride because we're about to test loyalties, legacies, and find out who truly runs this division.
Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight. We gonna run this town.
We are. Yeah, I said it. We are.
Yeah, I said it. We are. Yeah, y'all already know. I mean, y'all know what it is. It's about on Ravens channel, so you know who runs this division. But let me bring up my special guest, and it is not Suge, because I know a lot of y'all thought that it was going to be him. It's not him. It is someone else. This is someone that found me and reached out to me, and you know how I am about new things and new people, but this person was very welcoming, and we really clicked because she was one of the people that is a Pittsburgh Steelers fan that is true about her fandom. She's honest, she's real, and I think that is what connected the both of us because she wasn't one of those die-hard Steelers fans that was just like my team, the best, we the best. She actually had a lot of harsh things to say early on, especially when she thought that Mason Rudolph was going to be her quarterback. But without further ado, let me bring on my special guest and everybody, and I know I don't have to say this to my community, be respectful. That's all that I ask you to do. I don't care what your opinion is. I don't care how you debate certain things, but I do ask you guys to be respectful. That's all, because we will kick your ass out here. All right, now for my special guest. Everybody, welcome from Pittsburgh Steelers Nation, whatever, Flawed. How are you today?
I am well. How come you didn't show the final score, though, to some of those highlights?
I mean, if you want to jump the gun, we can get directly into this.
I was sitting here. Like, where's the pan to the score of the game from those highlights?
I'm thinking that you're forgetting that you are 0-2 in your last two games versus the Ravens. Did we not?
Yeah. What about the game before that? What were we the game before that?
So why are we going back?
Okay, so we only want to go back 2 games.
Right, okay, so you know what?
Games.
All right. So in 2025, the Pittsburgh Steelers are 1-2 versus the Ravens. And when it counted the most to advance in the playoffs, which one proceeded to move on?
The Ravens until Mark Andrews couldn't catch.
Once again, like I said, how are you today? Thank you for being a part of this channel. I appreciate you coming in. Listen, let the people know who you are and what you are about.
Yes. So my name is Really Flawed. My channel is Really Flawed Football. So I am a Steelers fan. I'm a proud Steelers fan. I also talk Texas Longhorns and Colorado Buffaloes. So I love football altogether. Those are my 3 teams, though. I always tell people, though, I am an objective, honest fan. So if you want to know what a normal, sane fan thinks like, who doesn't think their team reinvented football, who doesn't think their team is like the most groundbreaking thing on the planet, that is me. I also, if you like college football, I am also there with Arch Manning. So I'm not just like that with the Steelers. Like, I am very honest. I call it like I see it at all times, even if it's good, bad, and different. And so, yeah, so I'm really flawed everywhere. So on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all of those things.
Yes, indeed. And all of your links are in the description. I know a lot of you didn't read because that's why you kept asking me, is Suge going to be on the show? Because you didn't read. But it's okay. But before we get started, let's see who's in the chat. We got Jared. Appreciate you for dropping by. Okay, Steeler Lee.
Okay, come through.
You know what? I appreciate you. Listen, we welcome all types here. We debate football.
Come on in.
One of my best friends is a Steelers fan, and just like the rest of you all, he loves Lamar Jackson. I mean, I
can't be mad at Lamar Jackson. Like, yeah.
Hey, Yolanda, listen. Yolanda, she's back now. I know she didn't reach out to you. She had been in hiatus for about 6 months.
Okay, just so you know, Yolanda, I've spoken about you, okay? I've spoken about you. I've spoken you into existence in a lot of ways. So I'm happy to see you.
Yes, because I was the runner-up. I was sloppy seconds. She actually reached out to you first, then she reached out to me. She was just like, I can't get the best, so I'm gonna go with the rest.
I always tell people, if I can get a woman to come talk football with me, I will.
There
It's
you go.
just, a lot of times, thank you so much. A lot of times I can't. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll talk to a man. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Appreciate that. But listen, let's jump into why we're here. We're here to talk about the rivalry between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers and potentially who runs this division. But before we get into the blood and guts of it, tell me what it's like, in your opinion, what it is to be a fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers today. Because I know back in the day, the Steelers had a long history. They just had a sense of pride. They I guess played like Steelers, and you won 6 championships throughout 6 Super Bowls throughout your illustrious franchise's history. I think you came into existence in 1933.
Yeah, we were the Pittsburgh, or sorry, we were the Steagles.
Eagles. You merged with the Eagles.
You were the Steagles. Imagine if we could do that today. If we could do that today, like give me everything Eagles with the Steelers logo, and we're good. Oh, and our kicker is better than theirs, I think. So.
Oh, excuse me.
I think our kicker is better than the Eagles' kicker.
Oh yeah, I mean, you might be right.
Y'all's kicker at this point.
So, I mean, what is it like to be a Steelers fan nowadays? Because I think that the Ravens and the Steelers are on similar paths.
Yep.
You have a head coach that Ravens fans feel like, I wish we had that guy. We probably win a couple Super Bowls. And I know there are some Steelers fans that like, if we had John Harbaugh, this team might be in a better place. So as a Steelers fan nowadays, especially with the rich history and tradition that you guys had, what is it like now? Because I know for us over on this side, it's like McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. We're loving it. So
yeah. What's kind of interesting though, and I might be the wrong person to ask for this, but I kind of like the grind of being a fan. Because I feel like, I mean, even going back to like Texas and even the Steelers, sometimes whenever your team's not very good, and then you get a walking saint that comes in and Ben Roethlisberger, and then he catapults your whole program, you remember these days, like the dark days is what I call them. And so I think it's interesting being a Steelers fan though, because we're not the worst of the worst. I always say we're elite average. And so not many organizations can say that. And so there's still a little like pride and privilege where it's like, are we going to the Super Bowl this year? No, we're not going to the Super Bowl. But we're also probably not going to suck. And I think like, although it's frustrating because that means we're probably not going to get a great draft pick, it's also refreshing to know that my team like probably isn't going to lose or probably isn't going to win like 1 game or 2 games. I don't know what that's like. Like, I don't know what it's like. Like people still like think that if the Steelers, people still depend on the Steelers to knock out the Ravens in the playoffs. Like that should tell you like, we're still relevant. We're just not very good. And so it's like, we're very good average. And so I think it's for me, it's cool to be a Steelers fan because that's where we are. And I'm okay with that because I know that we're like one thing away, like 1 click away for it being like, are we back? Are we back? So I like that. That's how I feel being a Steelers fan.
You feel like, are we back? Is that what you just said?
No, I said we're 1 thing away. Like we're one. Yeah. Like for example, like this year, right? Like our offensive line has been sketchy for a few years, but like you said in our episode, we're trying, right? So we've drafted, we're trying to build it. If it hits, then we're like, okay, check, so it's like, we're waiting for that moment so we can basically say, we got it.
Gotcha, okay. I was just wondering because you said you're like 1 thing away. You're like a starting quarterback away. You're a starting running back away. You just lost 2 starting offensive linemen. So you're 2 starting offensive linemen away. You just let go Minka Fitzpatrick. So you're starting safety away. So yeah, you're like 6 1 things away.
No, see the draft, we've drafted offensive linemen. So we actually have enough offensive linemen. So like some of them are in year 3, some of them are in year 2. So I think offensive line, they have to click, then we're okay.
Okay.
Safety, I agree. We need one of those, 100%. Quarterbacks, obviously. I also am one of those people that when I watch football, I don't put as much weight into the quarterback position as some people do. That's a different conversation for maybe a different day. Yes, but I think that if this offensive line works and you're telling me like we just need a quarterback, and I'm looking at kind of like Brock Purdy in at the 49ers, and I'm like, is he really that great? So how far are we a Brock Purdy away from being great? If that's the case, like we might be in business sooner than I thought we were. So that's where I'm kind of at with that. Like I think in today's NFL, you can get away with having a quarterback that is decently good. It doesn't have to be great. If he's decently good, if you can get to the quarterback. Because let's be honest, Lamar Jackson's not walking through the door for the Steelers. Okay.
Facts.
Joe Burrow's not walking through the door for the
Facts.
Steelers. So the only way we can beat those two teams are hit them where it hurts. And it's your offensive line, it's the Bengals offensive line, and it's nullifying the quarterbacks. And if we can do that, again, we're not there. We're not there. So nobody hear this and think I'm saying like that's what we're going to do this year. Okay, we're not there. But maybe our path to victory looks a little bit different. Maybe we're not going to get a Lamar Jackson. We're not. So can we win because Mark Andrews can't catch the ball? Maybe. Can we win because Lamar Jackson turns the ball over in the playoffs? Maybe. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying here?
I'm not sure where you grew up or where you're from, but where I'm from, words hurt. And they mean things. Like you can't just say anything to anybody when you feel like it. Like that's not how these things work. But let me tell you this though. You did have an opportunity to sign Lamar Jackson in the offseason of 2023 when he was a free agent. You had an opportunity to go out there and get a franchise quarterback, but you did not. You had an opportunity this season, even with Aaron Rodgers and his diminished skills. I think he will be serviceable. You had an opportunity to have DK Metcalf on one side and George Pickens on the other side. And you said, nah, we don't want all that offense. Let's let George Pickens go somewhere else and just have one route DK Metcalf. But I like it. But
because we're building.
You're building what? Like you're building in section. You're building sectionality.
Right. Okay. But think about this for a second. Okay. If you're building, if we all agree here that the Steelers are building, let's assume the Steelers are building. Let's assume we all agree the Steelers are building. Right. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. Why would you want to have a George Pickens that you would have to sign to a contract this offseason? And why would you want to have a Minka that you would have to sign to a contract this offseason? When you're building, we're all agreeing. We're all like, yes, we're building. We don't know what this offensive line is going to do. We don't know how far away we are. And I think in business, sometimes you kind of have to teeter and you kind of have to make decisions. Maybe you don't like, do I want George Pickens to still be on this team? Yes. But if letting George Pickens go means we don't have to spend that money next offseason and we will have some other pieces that make it make sense this season, because again, we're not going to win 2 games, you know? So it's like, we're kind of playing with house money a little bit. Like, let's see, what do we got? And we don't know. My thing too with the Steelers is I feel like we've never like evaluated ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we've always been really good and then good. We've never like evaluated. Like, where are we? Okay. What do we really need? I think I know what we need, but do we really need that? And I feel like this allows us to do that. You just don't see it very often because most franchises panic, tank, or go overspend. And we're just kind of like, let us see what this is. What is this? Okay. Because have you seen that schedule? Like, I'm not saying we're going to. There's a possibility like we could start to see some 4-0.
Possibility.
Because of who we play. So it's like the Steelers winning 4 games and we're not very good. Like, think about that for a second.
So I just want to give you a little bit of pushback on the waiting and seeing possibly what the offensive line is going to do. To me, it looks like the Steelers are going half all the way in. Like you went out and you waited on a quarterback for whatever reason. For that, you could have just had Will Howard play and saw what you had in him. Because I think that you guys let go of Kenny Pickett a little bit too early. You didn't let him develop to see what you actually had. You're bringing in Aaron Rodgers. You're bringing in Kenneth Gainwell to be the backup running back. You trade for DK Metcalf. You trade for Jalen Ramsey. You bring in Malik Harrison from the Ravens because you need to stop the run because you gave up 299 yards in the playoffs. You drafted Derek Harmon. You drafted linebacker Jack Sawyer. You're bringing in pieces. You traded for Jonnu Smith because you wanted to have Pat Freiermuth and Jonnu, just like the Ravens had Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely. I understand that back in the AFC Central days, you were the big brother, and we emulated ourselves and our franchise after you guys. Now I think you're trying to be like us. But the problem that I have is ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Like, y'all are going halfway on certain positions, but I think the biggest detriment to your team, and this is the one criticism that I've had of Mike Tomlin, I really like and respect your head coach. But the one criticism I have of him is his choice for offensive coordinator. Matt Canada wasn't that guy, and Arthur Smith, even when he was in Atlanta, he had some weapons to play with, and he bungled that. And then Mike Tomlin said, you know what? You didn't do well here, so I'm going to bring you over here, let you kill our quarterback, our first-round pick, and we're going to go forward with other guys. So outside of the offensive coordinator, I think you guys are trying to go all in just to give it one last shot, because I don't know how many more seasons you guys have as a whole, because TJ Watt ain't looking too happy right now.
Yeah. I think what you would see happen, I actually see that we're trying to figure it out. And the only reason I say this is because of everybody's contracts. I think the contracts are what's making me be like, okay, 1 year deal, rookie contract, 1 year deal, 2 year deals, but we can let you go in 1 year. So to me, I think it looks like that. And I thought that too. And then I started looking at contracts and I'm like, at the end of this year, assuming TJ Watt doesn't sign, let's assume he doesn't sign and he's not here and we get some draft picks. Let's just assume. I think the only guy that is under contract next year is DK Metcalf and Cam Hayward, and then our rookies that are and Jalen Ramsey. And obviously he's on that deal. Like if we let him go, it's like, I think it's like 10, 15 million cap hit or something like that. So my point is like, yes, I think that is true. That is what we're doing. And no pushback from me on offense coordinator. Like I have nothing to say to that. Nothing. I agree with you. But then when I look at it from the business side of this, I'm like, because if it doesn't work, you know what you do? They all go anyway, and you owe them nothing.
Right.
And so, and again, if you owe them nothing, you clean the cupboard, we will have realized, okay, this is good, this is not good. And it's like I said, if we were an organization that tanks, this would be our tank season. We're just like almost tanking differently, if that makes sense. We're still gonna win some games and maybe tank, but what if it hits? Yeah, but if it hits, then it's like, what hit and what didn't hit, you know? Like, for example, if we're in the playoffs again, 10-7, when we play the Ravens again, and Derrick Henry runs all over us for 250 yards, we will know again, it's this defensive line, right? Can't stop the run. We still can't stop the run. And if we can't stop the run, we're not winning the Super Bowl anyway. So what are we doing?
Okay. Well, hold on one second. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Brandon. I'm sorry that my thumbnail isn't 100% accurately correct, since that's what you're harping on. Oh my God, I'm so sorry I ruined your week by having Steelers on the front and him wearing number 12 and wearing number 8, not 12. I'm sorry I ruined your week. Fuck, grow up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is there anything else you'd like to point out?
I think the problem is too, it's like nobody understands how hard creating a thumbnail really is. And so it's like the one little thing that you probably saw that you were just like, you know what, whatever.
I let AI do it. That's right. Why it happened, because I let AI do it. Just say, like, oh my God.
Shame on you. Aaron Rodgers is number 12. His number.
Oh my God. 12. Now that I put him as number 12, he's not going to make the Pro Bowl. Oh. All right,
well, the way they did the Pro Bowl, he'll make it for being the backup to the backup to the backup to the backup.
Well, yeah. Tyler Huntley made it to the Pro Bowl with 4 touchdown passes. Anybody can make. I know, bro. I'm sorry. It's not gonna happen too many more times. That's why
I brought him out. See, here's the thing that you all don't know. This is actually my live. He is a guest on his show on my live. That's what I'm noticing. I haven't seen in chat yet where they've kind of figured that out yet. So I'm really just waiting for somebody to realize, like, this is actually my live. So he's just clicking the buttons.
So when I take her down and show her who's actually boss, then we're gonna go somewhere else. But you know, since we're feuding, let's talk about this. Let me ask you this question. Right, since we were having
we're arguing,
heated discussion right now. Let me ask you, as far as rivalries go in the NFL, do you think that the Ravens-Steelers rivalry is still one of the best in the league?
I do, mainly because I think other fans see it that way. I think rivalries are born because people on the outside see it as a rival, because that speaks to, because like when I did my series, there's a lot of fans where I was like, okay, well, who's your biggest rival or whatever? And they're like, well, outside of, like Pittsburgh Ravens, it's da-da-da. And I'm like, the amount of people that still said that lets me know that people still watch it. Now, obviously the Steelers, it's not like it used to be, because obviously like, our side of the ball is not like that great. Somehow we still managed to kind of beat the Ravens one time a year, but that's a different conversation. But a lot of people still see it that way. And I think as long as outside people still see it that way, I think we're going to see it that way internally, because you know what that week is.
Right. Yes, you do. But I
mean, what it is.
But that's because we're fans of it. Now, I remember a time when, not even just in football, it transcended football. Like, it was all the sports. When it was Ravens, Steelers, Ravens week, like all of sports knew it, and they advertised it all week long. Right. Listen, coming Sunday night, Monday night, whenever, these two teams are going head to head. Now it's kind of like 1:00 on a Sunday. It's like, Ravens are Pittsburgh. Like, Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Pittsburgh's probably going to win. Not going to score a single touchdown. They're probably going to win. But yeah.
Can
kinda
you
like that.
stop living in 2024? Oh my Lord.
No, but I do think too, though, one of the other reasons why I think they don't advertise it like that is because remember how they used to advertise it? It used to be like all the hard hitting and Terrell Suggs and Ray Lewis and Hines Ward getting in somebody's face. Like it used to be like an aggressive style of football. People used to love that. Now they don't want that. And so now I feel like it's still a rival, but they don't really sell it like they used to.
I know, James. I mean, I'm not a Pittsburgh fan, but I know Pittsburgh history.
Of course you do. Why would you know Pittsburgh history?
Because we are rivals.
Oh, is that what we're going with today? Okay.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Like,
okay. Is that what we're Do you want me to run a clip? Do you want to run a clip I prepared for you?
First of all, people already know when we didn't have a franchise for a few seasons, I was a Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
Okay. We'll say that.
But outside of that, I am a football fan. Like I love football, and I'm not one of those people that will just sit back and just be like Ravens all day long. It's about Ravens. Like it's not that. Like I watch other football teams. Like I'm interested in the storylines of other franchises. Like I love the fact that the Cincinnati Bengals are such a miserable franchise. They get everything that they deserve because their fan base is. Well, let me take that back. Let me rewind it because they're division foes. Let me stop. Buffalo Bills fans are the worst fans on the planet, and they get everything that they deserve. Everything that they deserve. They like to talk so much stuff, and they're so racist, and they're getting everything that they deserve. And I guess they forgot that they lost 4 straight Super Bowls in a row. So, but like I said, I'm a fan of football and all the stories. I used to like the Bills too back in the day. Like I was a fan of the K-Gun offense. I like Thurman Thomas, James Love. I like all of them.
Ooh, like the Super Tecmo Bowl days? That team?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. But like I said, I was just a fan of football.
I like it. I respect it.
So I know but I do know the history of Pittsburgh because I guess fortunately, I grew up during the dynasty of the 70s. So
okay. Fair enough. Yeah. No, and I think that's the fun part about it too, is anytime somebody talks about your rivalry and they're outside of it, I love it. I'm like, yeah, let's talk about it. Like, it's great. So anyways, I like what they do. Yeah. What are you reading?
It's just people just hating. Like I don't understand why people come into somebody else's streams and want to nitpick everything.
What are they saying now? What did I do?
They said you named 3 Ravens and all, which y'all don't understand.
Do y'all want me to name James Ferrier and James Harrison? Like, are we really doing this?
Yes, because people are miserable. But let me tell y'all this: since she wants to spill trade secrets, she is a Ravens fan. She roots for the Ravens in the playoffs. We were just talking off camera. She loves Lamar Jackson.
I love Lamar Jackson. I love Lamar Jackson, and I love Derrick Henry. Period. That's where it stops.
She wants Lamar Jackson to win a Super Bowl. So let's not talk about fans.
You know why I want Lamar Jackson to win a Super Bowl? Because right now is their time. Like I want this to be their time. So when like my Steelers get it back, I don't want to have to be like Lamar. We gave you 8 years, bro. What are we doing?
All right. Shout out to Ravens Talk with Yolanda for the super chat. Such a great collab. Thank you both. Yolanda, you are so very welcome. Even though you tried to get me to do another live stream right before this live stream, it wasn't happening. I'm not even doing a live stream after this one anymore this week.
Like, do people know what this took? Okay. Do we understand the amount of effort we took for this?
I prefer to make video. I prefer to make videos. Like that's my thing. I mean, I love interacting with the community. It's fun. Even like I pick with the people in the chat. Like a lot of times people think that I'm being serious. It's not that serious. It's football. It's fandom. When I say stuff to people, I'm just messing around. And some people want to get so mad and get all in their feelings. And I hate telling grown men to fix their panties. Like I don't like get a bigger size so they don't ride up on you and you don't get so aggressive. I don't like that. Get a bigger size bra, or at least unbuckle the straps in the back. That way you won't be mad at the world and go to people's streams just like, you're talking bad about my team. It's not that serious. Like, It's not that serious. It's football. And all we're doing is
have to
which
clip,
is
you have to clip it. You have to clip that.
have to clip what? I'm just saying. I just do this to entertain people, pass the time by. Like, that's the reason I do this. I don't say that I'm a genius. I don't say I know everything. I don't say that my opinions are always 100% correct. I just come on here and talk from my perspective, from how I grew up and the way that I see things. And people want to get so mad about it. My brother, my flesh and blood, is a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Like, I go through this all the time.
I need to meet him.
He is the dumbest person that I know. And it's not just because he's a Steelers fan. He is just the dumbest individual that I personally know. And then he happens to be a Steelers fan.
Okay. And so is that what like behind the scenes, that's what you tell people about me? You're like, there's this.
No, because when we talk behind the
scenes,
when we talk behind the scenes, especially when I was on your channel, and speaking of, so the way that we got together is you're in the process. You should be on like the last 2 teams.
Yeah, I have 2. Yeah, one released today, and then the last 2 will release tomorrow and Thursday.
Yes, you have done an outstanding job on covering all 32 teams in the NFL. You've gotten with 31 other content creators, which is not an easy task. I applaud you for that, because I can't even get 2, because I'm not calling anybody. Because I just don't reach out to people. I don't ask people because I don't want to do it. I don't want to be on live. But like I said, she's done a phenomenal job. Make sure you go check the description, go to her channel and check it out, because this takes a lot of work to set up 32 videos, edit 32 videos, and put them, well, more than 32 because you did the previews and everything else.
Yeah.
Tell us a little about what it took in the process and going through all of this, because and this is one of the reasons I wanted to do this, because I wanted to bring more exposure to those videos. So let the people know how that came about and, what's going on.
What's going on. So basically, when I started my YouTube channel, I have a PhD, little backstory. And one of the things about having a PhD is they teach you to find gaps. And so your work as a researcher is to find gaps. And so I took that approach on YouTube, and I'm like, everyone's kind of doing the same thing, right? It's the off season. Everyone's just talking about the same kind of thing, right? One little story, one sentence leaks out, and everyone makes a video about the one sentence. And then, so I was like, what can I do differently? I realized that I wanted to know more about each team in the NFL, and I couldn't find that anywhere because a lot of people don't talk about every team. They talk about probably 5 to 10 teams, and we don't hear about anybody else. Like, we hardly ever hear about Seattle. We hardly ever hear about the Cardinals. We hardly ever hear about the Chargers. Like, we hardly ever hear about the Vikings. Like, there's just like random teams that I want to know about. And when my team's playing them, I know nothing about them. And I thought, how could I bring them to my channel so I could talk to them, so I could learn, and then, whatever. So that's what I did. And so I had this crazy idea that I was going to talk to one person from each team. Started this last year. And so I did it last year, and I was like, next year I'm going to be a little bit better, plan a little bit earlier. So that's what I did this year. So reached out, and again, a lot of people were like, no, I'm good. And then once they see a video go out, they're like, oh, I should have been a part of that. And I'm like, well, things happen. So there's that. But yeah, so I just talked to 32 different fans. I get somebody from the Steelers also, so that I can almost be a fan, but also get their perspective. And yeah, we just talk about their teams. So how they drafted, what does the offseason look like? What is it like to be a fan of that team? What are you all saying about the coaching staff? Who do you like on that team? Somebody told me the other day, a couple of people have said this, they use my videos sometimes to see who they should get in the later rounds of fantasy football. Because they're fans. So they're bringing up like second string running back that no one's talking about, because nobody knows him except for if you're a fan of that team, because we know our teams inside out, frontwards, backwards, and we know like the right side of the offensive line is not good. And so so that's what I do. So I just release them by division, and then I just let them ride. And they're super cool too. I'm making a final video, and I have like a thing in there that it's kind of like a montage in a way. And it was just cool to like go back and remember the conversations, because I watch them maybe too many times, but I watch them.
Listen, practice makes perfect.
Yeah. So it's nice. And so that's what I did. So you were my Ravens fan, and you were like, you were on a scale of like 1 to kind of like, 10. I'll give you a solid Lamar. I'll give you a solid 8. You know what I mean? I'll give you a solid 8. So you were pretty good.
No, thank you. You can't hurt my feelings. I don't think that I'm good, so you can't hurt my feelings.
I'm just kidding. No, honestly though, it was fun talking to you, because the other thing too about this, and you know this time there's 17 new people that I've never talked to.
Mhm.
And so I think when people watch, like, it's cool because I don't have relationships with these people, but I'm making those relationships like through football conversation and through dialogue. And then usually, I think even yours too, even usually afterwards, we kind of stay on for like an additional like 15 minutes, just like chatting. And I think that that's cool because in 2025, we don't chat anymore. We don't talk. We like text or, you know, whatever. So it's nice for me to be like, let's just talk. How are you? What do you like? So anyways, so yeah, that's my series.
Yeah, and it was a wonderful series. Let me tell you. There's two things that I really thought that caught my eye about the series. For one, that Ravens guy was amazing. Like, oh my goodness. And secondly, I don't like to call people not truth tellers. So I don't want to call nobody a liar. I'm call them not truth tellers. somebody was blowing some smoke up your arse about Christian McCaffrey. He's still hurt. Like, I don't know what he was telling you. He's still hurt and he might not be ready.
So, okay. I said my favorite part of this, right, was like making the relationships and hearing about the teams. My third favorite part about all of this is hearing other fans react to the fans. Because I always tell people, I'm providing a space. I'm not there to be like, I think he sucks. Like, are you sure? Like, I don't think, you know, like, that's not what this is for. This is you telling me. And so I kid you not, every single episode, someone has reached back out to me and been like, does that guy really think the Brown? Like, it never fails. It never fails. Like, people were mad at the Dallas episode because he said something about Dak Prescott. Then people were mad at the Colts episode because he was like Anthony Richardson. And then when Anthony Richardson was hurt, they were like, see, we told you he was trash. Then people were complaining at the Texans episode because he was talking about Nico Collins. It's like, everyone is like, why does he think he's good? I'm like, everyone thinks their team is good. Okay. Like, not everybody. The Titans fan was like, listen, we're not good. I just want to win home games. That's it.
The Cleveland fan as well. Like he was kind of self-aware. Like I just think he had hopes of, I want them to be better. I know they're not going to be any good this year, and they haven't been any good since they came back into the league, like in some reality type stuff. I just think he was just wishing on a star.
Processing it. Yeah. Yeah. And then like the Jets fan was very real and was like, listen, do I want us to be good? Yeah. Do I think we're going to be good? Probably not, but we'll be okay. We'll win some games. I like that. That's real. That's honest fandom.
Facts.
So,
well, speaking of the Browns and honest fandom,
yes.
What team in your opinion do you think has the best chance to win the AFC North this season?
Oh, it has to be the Ravens. Like, it has to be the Ravens.
I love honesty. I really love honesty.
Yeah, it has to be the Ravens. And if somebody in the AFC North actually doesn't say the Ravens, I can't take you seriously. It's the Ravens.
Sugarton. I know
it's the Ravens.
He's somewhere back there talking about my Steelers, but no. Okay, well, we all know that the Ravens are probably going to go for a three-peat.
Listen, if you want me to jump into fandom, say that. I will.
No, I want the truth. I need the truth.
The Ravens if the Ravens aren't favored right now to win the division, then I don't trust your football takes. Like, what are we doing?
I'll clip that one.
It's July 8th. Like, how do you not think the Ravens are going to win the division? I don't understand.
Got the best player in the NFL. How could we not? Who's the best player in the NFL?
Golly.
Come on. Now you want to act like you don't know? You know who the best player in the NFL is.
My favorite player in the NFL is not the best.
I didn't ask you. Who's your favorite player in the NFL?
My favorite player in the NFL is Fred Warner. He's my absolute favorite. Like,
best linebacker. Best linebacker in the NFL.
Yeah, he's my favorite. I love.
Stop it, Jay.
I love Fred Warner. And then my second would be Lamar Jackson. So I mean, what's kind of funny? I'm going to give it to Lamar Jackson, although he frustrates me because for the regular season, he's the regular season champ.
Let's not do that. We were doing so much. Listen, you got me stuttering. We were doing fine in the beginning. We're not going to do that. We're not going to call my man a regular season champ. He's gotten better each and every season in the playoffs.
Getting it. I was just trying to, take pride.
No,
Let's
get
under your skin a little bit.
You can't get under my skin, but like I said, we're going to tell the truth here. Has he played as well as he played in the regular season in the playoffs? No, he has not. But has he given his team a chance to win? Yes, he has.
Okay. And did that team win?
What? Semantics. Okay.
Okay. Hey,
my man.
If we want it to be Lamar Jackson, that's fine. You know what else though is actually interesting is there's this like Patrick Mahomes thing, right? Where it's like when the pressure was on though, and this is like, I'm like, come on, bro, figure it out, do something. And he couldn't. And Lamar's offensive line, it hasn't been the best. Like nobody, I don't think the Ravens are top 10 offensive line, are they? Like anywhere ever? If you listen to some Ravens fans, they'll tell you that they are. They aren't. But if you listen to some fans, they'll tell you, yeah, this offensive line is the best. Yeah, no. So it's like, yeah. So I'm just like, no, it's just not. But listen, I am a Lamar fan. I have never denied being a Lamar fan. Yeah, you are. Steelers fans hate it. When, like, obviously when my team's playing, I'm not cheering for Lamar. Like, no, I'm not. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. No, I'm not. I'm absolutely not. I'm absolutely not. Now, do I want him to, like, when he gets sacked, I'm like, oh, get up. Like, but I don't want him to, like, win the game. Absolutely not. I want my team to win because I'm not a Ravens fan. I'm a Lamar fan. So I want him to look good and I want my team to win. That's just what I want. But when he's playing anyone else, I'm all on board. I'm like, come on, Lamar, 400 yards, 3 touchdowns. Like, I'm a fan. So, yeah, I want him to do well. I need him to figure it out ASAP. So you said your Steelers fans hate that you like Lamar Jackson, right? Oh, yeah. They're like, how can you cheer for him? And I'm like, listen, let me just be honest with you for a second. I am black before I'm a Steelers fan. Okay, let's not get this twisted. Okay, like let's just have a real conversation here. We're not going to get this twisted. Okay. For the culture, I'm cheering for Lamar Jackson. Full stop. I don't care. He's never changed who he is. He's going to remain who he is. He 100%. Is loyal. He is dedicated. He's committed. He is black. He doesn't care that he's black. He doesn't apologize for being black. He shows up as black. He practices as black. He's interviews as black. I am here for the culture. So I am going to cheer for Lamar Jackson. Full stop. And if people don't understand that, I have nothing for them. But on top of that, I do enjoy watching him play football. So that's my thing is like, multiple things can be true in life. Like I can have my Steelers team and still not want, like, because in the playoffs, I'll be honest, in the playoffs, I said, if we knock out Lamar Jackson and then go on to the next week and we lose, like I was going to be annoyed because I didn't think we could beat anybody. Right. So period. The culture comes like let's just and more importantly with Lamar for me, he is the most respectful person in the NFL. He could literally be the face of the NFL, and he's the only one that gets in interviews and is like, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. Like he's just so respectful. You don't hear any controversies about him, and it's just refreshing, especially with this generation nowadays, to not have any of that, especially when you have that type of stardom and to be so humble. But my only question is, why do Pittsburgh Steelers fans hate greatness? Why y'all hate? Well, because he's on the opposite team. If Lamar Jackson played for, nobody, we laugh at the Browns, so that probably wouldn't help either. The Bengals probably wouldn't help. If he played for probably anybody else, I think it'd be different. But listen, like I said before, I'm cheering for Lamar Jackson. I don't care. And if you think that makes me not a fan, I don't care about that either because I'm cheering for him. Just like I stood up in my living room when he won the Heisman. I'm cheering for Lamar Jackson. So that's what's going to happen. And it is what it is. Now, if we are in the AFC Championship game and my Steelers play Lamar, right, and the Steelers beat Lamar to knock him out of the playoffs and we go to the Super Bowl, I honestly might need therapy. So what you're saying is if the Steelers and Ravens meet in the AFC Championship game, you want the Ravens to win? I would never say that. I know you wouldn't say that, but I would never say that. But I'm saying it for you.
Because you want
If-
Lamar. You want Lamar to get to that Super Bowl.
I want Lamar to win that Super Bowl. I 100% want Lamar to win the Super Bowl.
Facts.
But it's because and it's also because I don't think my Steelers are going to be in the AFC Championship game. But if we're in the AFC Championship game and we're playing Lamar Jackson, yeah, I would be devastated. I'm telling you, this year, I was like, I'm going to be devastated if we beat the Ravens in this game because we're not going to beat anybody else. So why knock him out and not give him a chance to get to this freaking Super Bowl? Because I'll say it here. I want to see a Ravens-Eagles Super Bowl.
That's what we all want to see.
Give it to us.
That's what we want. We were supposed to get that last year, but Mark Andrews' hands just.
I need to see the Raven. Like, okay, I did this on my channel on my live, but like Ravens, Philly, like are Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, like let's have it in Miami or let's have it in Atlanta. You know what I'm like? Come on.
I know you said that a lot of times that you want to see that in Atlanta.
Now I'm speaking it. Like I'm trying. Is it Super Bowl in
Atlanta? No, it's in California.
Well, that's okay.
Santa Clara.
That's okay.
Santa Clara.
Give me a good halftime show. Like, give me a Beyonce. Like, go ahead, right? Because like, who else is going to be there? Anyways, I'm just dreaming. But yeah. I'm off on a tangent. I would say sorry, but I'm not.
It's okay. You ain't got to be sorry. What's up? What's up, Jose? Appreciate you.
Hi.
Make sure y'all head over to Lunch Break Hot Take and check my man out. Like they'll be going live tomorrow at 7:35 p.m. My peoples. It's my guy. But
love that.
Okay, so like you said, the Ravens are the favorites to win the AFC North, which everybody's expecting. Who do you think is their biggest threat? Which team do you think has the best chance of dethroning them as the AFC North champions?
So it's weird because we beat the Ravens somehow, some way, shape, or form, but then you guys beat the Bengals like pretty easily. I don't know how many times has Joe Burrow beaten Lamar? Isn't it like
once? I think
right,
because they both been injured. They both been injured and haven't played against each other a lot.
So there's that dynamic, and then let's be honest. Like, do we take I'm not saying the Browns aren't serious. They're an NFL team.
They beat us.
They're serious.
They beat us every year for some reason.
Well, they beat us too, but like, do we take them serious to win the division? Probably not.
They've never won a division.
I don't want to say. I'm going to say this. I don't want to say the Steelers are the biggest threat to the Ravens.
Okay.
But in a way we are, because if we do beat you too many times, then somebody else is going to swoop in. Does that make sense? Yes. Like the Bengals, because the Bengals let's say the Bengals lose to the Ravens both times, but they sweep us and they sweep the Browns, and then we manage to beat you guys twice. Well, they're going to win the division.
But this is the thing, though. Joe Burrow has an issue beating the Cleveland Browns. I don't know why. I think he's only beaten them once. I think he's only beaten them once or twice, maybe in his career. He can't beat the Browns for some reason. So I'm not worried about that. And if we listen, seriously, like I think he lost his first six starts to them. I think he was 0-6 at one point. Like
so, then Joe Burrow can't. So then they struggle with the Browns. They struggle with the Ravens. We usually split with them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hi.
I struggle.
Hi, everyone.
What's going on? I struggle with who the biggest threat is. I think that if Aaron Rodgers can find some of his magic, you find a number 2 wide receiver outside of DK.
Yeah. I know they're looking.
Yeah, I mean, my man Lil Reek. I had so many Calvin Austin III. I had for years I had him on fantasy, and I'm just like, this is the year. This is the year. This is it. It's not the year. If you can find a number 2 wide receiver, if Kenneth Gainwell can be the backup that he was in Philly, defensively, you guys should be a lot better. I'm not sure because you got 2 Ravens at linebacker with Malik Harrison and Patrick Queen. I got to neg you for that one. Deshaun Elliott was a good pickup. He's another former Raven. But then who's your other safety? Now, I understand cornerback, y'all are straight. Joey Porter Jr., Darius Slade, Jalen Ramsey. And corner, you're straight. Safety?
I think they might move Jalen Ramsey to safety.
It's a disservice.
I think. No, because he was too expensive. That's what I'm saying, because he was due for another contract, and I don't think they wanted to give him one.
And I understand all that, but he's a 5-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro, and you're not paying a quarterback a lot of money, so
yeah, but
or running back.
There was talks last year about Minka and some things that were going on. I'll just say that. So
Okay,
that's why
I
I'm
didn't know
kind
about that. I
of
know
right.
about
So
that.
that's why I'm kind of like, you know how like, so I always say there's like a pie of football,
Mhm.
right? There's like different slices, and it's like a good player, a good that, like all these like little slices. And it's like if there's 10 slices and you check the box on 7, sometimes the 3 slices weigh a little bit more than the 7. That might be an awful analogy, but I love pizza. So listen, this girl's got to eat.
Terrible
So, so sometimes I'm kind of like, yes, but also like that slice. You know what I'm saying? The slice. I'm kind of like, okay. Can't eat that slice. It fell on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Do you have a 5-second rule when pizza falls on the floor?
Well, I'm a germaphobe. So
So no.
if it touches the back of my hand, I'm not going to eat it. like I'm a literal
How come,
germaphobe.
how come you being a germaphobe like doesn't shock me at all?
But here's the thing. So here's the thing. It wasn't always that way. Like I started off in the projects of Baltimore, Murphy Homes
Okay.
projects. I started off there, moved to the suburbs when I was fairly young, but you know, I was still ingrained in that hooddom. I ain't gonna hold you. I was still, you know, I used to eat. Listen, and I will tell you this from the bottom of my heart: the dirtiest places had the best food. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Dirtiest places got the best
Facts.
food.
I won't disagree with that.
And I used to work at certain jobs, and I would just be eating and doing all these things. And one day I used to work for the Baltimore Gas and Electric Company, and I was downtown walking my route, and I don't know, drug dealer must have got chased by the cops. I don't know what happened. All I know is I found like $600 on the ground.
Okay.
As I'm walking, I'm just finding bills. I'm picking them bills up like, boy, gonna eat good today. So keep going on my route. Then I go off of Orleans Street, and I'm in this alley, and then I'm walking, and I look down, and I see a $20 bill, and I'm like, I got $600 in my pocket. Do I need this $20 bill? Free money. So I picked it up, but it was in the dirt. So I had to think for a second. Do I really want to touch this money? Yeah, it's free. Take the money, finish my route, go up to Security Mall. I go up to Security Mall to get some lunch. So I'm like, he gonna get this dirty bill, dust the bill off and hand him the bill. He takes the bill and he starts making my food. And I'm like, hey, yo, you're not going to wash your hands. And then after that moment, it clicked to me like, yo, this bill has been everywhere.
Right.
Anybody's touched it, it's been everywhere. And now people are just touching it and making food. And ever since that day, I have that I just OCD's kicked in. Like that's why I don't like cooking, because if I'm cooking something and I grab something to use as a spice rack, I gotta wash my hands after before I touch anything else. Like it takes me so long to cook because I'm always washing my hands. So yeah, that's that.
It doesn't surprise me. I didn't think it would be that type of story, but
Yeah,
I don't know. You saying that, I wasn't like, really? I was like, I can see that.
Yeah. And 5-second rule.
You're like, absolutely not. I barely like to eat food.
Listen. Don't go to a restaurant with me and the waiters come with that thumb too far on my plate. I push that shit right off in front. I'm like, I don't want that.
You know what I saw? You know what I saw once? Somebody has, so I don't know them. I was at a restaurant and I was sitting there, I was minding my business, and somebody asked for a hot cup of water. And I was like,
yeah, you soak yourself in it.
Do you do that?
Not anymore. I'm trying to overcome. We shall overcome. I'm getting better. I'm trying because I realize no matter where you go, you're gonna incur something.
So you do that then?
Listen, my brother makes fun of me because I'll do that and I'll eat pizza with a knife and a fork. If we're at a restaurant, like my hood would be so disappointed in me right now. Like, this ain't the guy we once knew.
Who is this man? Like, we did not raise him to be like this.
Not the friend I grew up with.
That is so funny. You're like, yeah, oh yeah, I do that all the time. Oh my gosh, let me drink some water from.
Shout out to Sherry for the $20 donation.
Love it.
It says, love your channel, keep on doing your thing. I really do appreciate that. And listen,
they probably feel sorry for you with your
listen. $20. You know what? You know how much hand sanitizer that $20 gonna buy me? I really do appreciate that. And listen, like I said, for this channel, we just here to have fun, talk
Yeah.
football, debate. You don't have to agree. We can debate, but just as long as we do it respectfully, that's all I
Yeah.
care about. Because we can talk about our differences,
It is
especially
so
when it comes to
my-
football and teams. Just
My
be
hair is like
respectful. I just want to have fun. Like I am
Yeah.
30 years old and I just want to have fun. In the comment section, shut up. I'm sorry.
We're here to have fun. So here's what happened, chat. Let's do a little story time. So
Oh,
here's
no.
what I'm thinking, chat. So I strategically, our names aren't even up right now. They don't even know what the name of my channel is because my name isn't even up. Like, so this man said 30 and everybody's like, yeah,
It's
bro.
my daughter. Hi, Jazzy.
Hi, daughter.
This is my oldest child, my firstborn. Listen,
Is
I love-
she, is she
just listen.
30? I'm just kidding.
nah, she's 31. She's 30. She's 31.
You let the cat out of the bag.
I had her when I was -1. So what?
No, what? If that's the case, we have a whole different issue going on. Look, we have names. Woo!
Happy now.
So it's so funny to me how many people are excited that you're on live. That lets me know that you should go live more. So basically, what we've established today, chat, with your understanding, with your help, with your guidance, is that he's going to go live more. Okay. Now, how we're going to get there, what the process is going to be, it might take us a minute, right? So you might have to see me again, randomly, maybe, at some point, and just like come on and I have topics and we just like have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Or like we might have to figure something out because I'm realizing, I don't know if you're realizing. So let me just share this feedback with you that your chat really enjoys you being up here. And your chat is like, hey, well, thank you. We're so glad to see you. They want to interact with you.
It's because they're fickle. They don't, because there's no sports on right now. It's nothing on TV. They didn't say
So
everything.
you are it. You are the show.
I'm not the show.
Welcome
like,
to the show.
like my daughter will tell you I'm not a friendly person. Like,
Welcome to the show.
nah,
How, are you really not a friendly person? You've been nothing but friendly to me.
I'm the nicest person you'll ever meet until you cross me.
Even when you knew I was looking for Yolanda and you were like, I'll do it.
I'm good-hearted.
Yeah. You're friendly. Yeah. So when's your next
That's-
live? Let's
I don't know.
talk about it. I'm going
Engraven.
to send a message to engrave it.
That's my engraving. That's my guy. My thing is this. I would do more stuff with engraving, but like I told him, I don't like bothering people. Like even if you tell me like, yeah, I'm down for whatever, hit me up, whatever. My thing is, I feel like if I'm like, hey, Flawed, would you like to go do something? I feel like I'm bothering people, and I don't like feeling like I'm bothering people.
Okay.
Oh.
But you know, But you know-
Hate ass Jose.
but you
Strikes again.
know. But you know that I feel that way too. And I did the whole series by bothering people. And even people being like, no, I'm good.
I mean, that wasn't bothering.
You say that, but I felt the same way. Even when I was like, hey, does today still work? Are you good? Are you sure?
I heard that.
I'm single, but no. Golly, what are you, a speed reader?
Yes,
Oh.
I can see him before you see him. That's why.
Oh,
on,
right.
let me see.
Because I'm here because I'm a guest.
Let me
in
see.
this,
Let me see.
in
What this,
this
hold on, let me
space.
see what this button does.
What
Okay,
button?
apparently, it says something. It's beta. It's a beta testing thing. Okay, apparently that didn't work. So I'm going to turn that off. That didn't work. It says something about show comments on stage.
Oh, do it again.
Wait a minute, huh?
Do it again.
Did you see something? Did anything happen?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We have comments on stage. Woo!
I'm sorry, Carl. What is Thursday for? I'm confused. Because we have LBHT Wednesday. Every Wednesday, lunch break hot take. Remember the name, lunch break hot take. Every Wednesday, 7:35 p.m.
Are you live?
Yes. Every
Doing what?
Black History Fact, talking about the Baltimore Ravens and Carolina Panthers. Every Wednesday, 7:35 p.m. Make sure you are there every Wednesday. I cannot stress this enough. Every Wednesday, if you want live stream, if you want football, you want excitement, you want sports stories, you want odd stories that you've never heard before. That's
Where
today.
is this at?
Lunch break hot take.
That's a page.
That's the channel.
No, but you're missing the point. See, what you're doing here is you're being disingenuous.
Whoa. No, I'm not. I'm dead serious. Wednesday,
No,
I can show it to you.
But you're missing. No, see, that's not the point.
What's the
point?
point?
Point is they want you here in this space.
Oh no, I'm not on that channel. That's Jose and Brady. I'm not
correct.
On that channel.
Correct. They want you here in this space.
That's right, big boy. That's right. I'm there occasionally.
Shout out to Yolanda. Woo! Hendo is there on an occasional.
Yeah.
So what do we have to do to get you to go live more? We have how many weeks till the season?
Well,
6?
actually, we are a week away from rookie minicamp. So training camp. I'm sorry, rookies reporting to training camp. So training camp starts a week from today. So the news is going to start to pick up. Then a week later on the 22nd, the veterans come, and then we're in full swing. Training camp, preseason games. I will probably be back for the regular season games. Up until
on
that
live.
Point, yes, live during the regular season games. So up until that point, there we go. Right there. Lunch break hot take. Make sure y'all check them out. Yes, I might. So during the season, myself and Yolanda, we live stream the games. And then we do a live stream after the games.
Okay. So what I've heard is a bunch of reasons in space that makes it you not be live on this channel again.
It is on this channel
before the season starts. That's kind of what I'm hearing. Is that correct?
What is life if not but a story?
Now you turn into a philosopher?
A bunch of stories.
Midstream.
They may be true. They may not be true. Who's to tell? I can't.
Now you're a philosopher.
No, I'm not. I am what they call in the hood as a deflector. I like to deflect.
Okay.
I like to take the onus off of me and put it on someone else.
Okay. So what if we do another live and we're back and then I just like fall off? Because no one here wants to hear me. They want to hear you. They're here for you.
So false, because you haven't even heard the people before. Like you didn't get to see the comments before, and people were thanking you for actually being here.
Oh,
you didn't get to see that. I appreciate that. I try to make people laugh, man. People are too serious nowadays.
Right. And that's why you need to go live more. See, they can see more of your personality.
I told you that's my guy.
More of your personality.
I'm just an old man. Like I'm an old man. Like I can't be out here live streaming too much.
No, just like, like it's the off season. Like people want to hear people want to see the man behind the video creation. You know what I mean?
They've seen me for 3 years.
Yeah, but they want like, how do you change? Did they know you're a germaphobe? Did they know that?
Yes, I've told that story before. Probably.
Okay. Do they know that you're a master of deflection?
100%.
Okay.
I have a PhD like you in embellishment.
Okay.
I love to embellish.
Did they know that you had an episode with me?
Yes, I told them that.
When?
I've told them on Twitter.
This is a trick question.
Okay, so you know that I told them.
When?
On Twitter, in my Discord.
Where else?
On YouTube. What are you talking about? It's not.
By the way, before we started recording this, I don't know if it's still true. I was like bothered because your Ravens video was the highest watched video.
Was it really?
Yes. So when I can check now, but your video, because I remember thinking like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was ready to talk trash to you. You know what I'm saying? Like I was ready to be like, oh yeah, well, the Dolphins had a better video. Like I was ready to talk trash to you because that's what I do. Like I talk trash. This is what I do. And then I started looking and I was like, I can't even talk trash. Like this is not. Listen, so let me see.
Listen, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like when I do collabs with people, I low key wish that my video does the best. Like it's a
Of
guy that
course you do.
it's a guy that I did a video with who's balling out of control. He did some videos with some other famous people. And I'm just like, I hope my videos are doing the best. But then I'm like, I hope my videos aren't doing the best, because if they do, they're gonna ask me to come back. So it's kind of like I want them to do well, and then I don't want them to do well.
So you don't want to come talk to me again, is what you're saying?
I don't
Okay,
have a problem.
so-
I don't have a problem with talking to people. I don't even have a problem with being on people's channels. I'm not gonna want for you to ask me. If you ask me, I'm gonna say yes, but I'm not gonna say, yeah, please invite me back. More work.
That is such mental gymnastics that you just pulled right there. That is such mental gymnastics.
70s baby. What do you expect?
That is mental gymnastics, and I'm not accepting it.
I'm a 70s
Because
baby. What do you expect?
we're not doing that. So I just put the video in the back chat. Okay. I just want to say something. I need a new reporting. Okay.
Mhm.
Your video and the Vikings video are actually tied right now for the same amount of views.
Come on, Vikings.
And the Raiders are making a run for it.
Everybody like teams that's up. Let's go Raiders.
Drop the video link in the chat. so
I
people can
just
go watch
saw
the
it. I
video.
just saw it.
Yeah. So everyone, so since this is my show, let me take back over my show. So because this is my show, everyone click on the video. If you want to hear us, I feel like we did a lot of bickering, a lot of talking about Steelers Ravens, a lot of talking about all things. I think it was actually a pretty good episode. It was actually a pretty good episode.
It was.
And yeah, no, it was good. It was a fun time. And I always tell people too, like, if you can't have fun and talk about football, I don't want to talk to you. This is supposed to be fun. Like, this is supposed to be fun. We're not getting paid millions of dollars. So the only thing we can do is have fun.
We're not getting paid hundreds of dollars.
Right. So it's like, why not have fun? I also just checked, and you know this, because I don't watch my subscriber count, because right now I'm just like focused on building my channel.
I was gonna say that. Did we hit 2,000 yet?
I didn't realize I was that close to hitting 2,000 subscribers. Let me check.
She's at 1.99, so she's less than 10
No,
subscribers.
I'm not. I am 2 subscribers away from hitting 2,000.
So we already know. We got the link. Make sure y'all go over there and let's have her hit 2,000 subscribers tonight.
Yeah,
Like
isn't that
that's the
funny?
least y'all can do.
That's so funny.
I don't ask y'all for
The
much.
other thing I was going to ask you, because this is now my show,
I mean,
in your space, my show,
Okay.
is what keeps you up at night when you think about the Ravens? Like when the season starts,
Mhm.
what is the one thing that you say, you know what? Man, I hope this year we X. What is that thing for you?
I hope we make it to the Super Bowl. I hope we win a Super Bowl. Like that's the only thing that I want. Like
Okay.
the only I could say, oh, I wish the Ravens to have a dynasty like the New England Patriots. I just want that one. I just want Lamar Jackson to win one Super Bowl so that
Okay.
he can shut so many people up. So these guys that, even though they don't believe a lot of the things that they say, they're just saying it for clickbait to get people to watch them. They can't say anything. You could say, oh, now he needs to win too. No, he doesn't. Once he wins that first Super Bowl, it's over. Like the debate is over.
True.
The comparisons to Josh Allen, it's done. Joe Burrow, it's over. Well, he's great in the regular season, but when he gets to the postseason, no, it's happened. And my thing is, I think for the Ravens fan base, and if you've been a fan of the Ravens a long time, you know that we've had a history of injuries, and we've been relatively healthy for the last few seasons. And I think that we're squandering these type things. So for me, it's just, please be healthy, let Lamar ball out and just get the Super Bowl. And I think that this season, and I know I said it maybe once before, I don't say it every year. I'm not one of them fans that's like Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. I do believe with some of the moves that have been made, and I think that the Ravens front office and head coach, they're finally starting to get it to where they're like, we need to change a few things if we want to get over this hump. And I do think that the Ravens will win the Super Bowl. And if they do, oh my Lord, I think I'm going to do a 24-hour stream after that. And all I'm going to do is just sit here and talk about Lamar Jackson for 24 straight hours. And then
if they win the Super Bowl, I will come back for one of those hours. Or, you know me, I can talk forever. I might come back for 3 of those hours.
Yes, you can. So
listen,
yeah.
I take offense to that.
Oh no, I'm just saying she did it.
Did we?
I appreciate y'all.
Thank you. That's so awesome. I appreciate all of you for subscribing. Hey, I also will say, if you watch a video or two, you might like them.
And she does college football as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
did I ever tell you the story
That
Did I
you
ever
had
tell
that
you the
tape?
story? No, shut up. So here's the story. So when I started my YouTube channel, well, you know this, like I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just like making videos, hitting record, and like trying to figure it out. And somebody like clicked on one of my videos and they watched one of my videos, and they knew somebody that knew somebody that I knew. And so I saw them one day randomly, and they're like, I just want to let you know, I clicked on your videos just because like I liked your outfit on the thumbnail. This was back when I was on thumbnails. Oh my gosh, that was embarrassing. And he was like, I actually think you have good content. Like almost like he was surprised that I had good content because like the thumbnail was kind of average. And so I was like, well, thank you so much. And I think at the time I had like 50 subscribers. I was like, thank you. That was like my first compliment. And then a few weeks ago, somebody like came back around and they were like, I've been seeing you like grow your channel. He was like, this, not to sound creepy, but like, I've been watching you grow your channel. And he's like, I really appreciate like your effort. And I just thought like, hey, you know how hard this is. So when somebody says like they appreciate your effort, you're like, thank you. Because it is. It's a lot of time and energy. So I appreciate every single one of you. You might like somebody. You might end up a Texas fan if you watch a video or two.
Don't come around here if y'all do that bullcrap.
Who do you like in college football?
Seminoles, baby. I like Colorado because of Dion, because he was a Seminole. So I like Florida State.
You're a Florida State fan?
Always have been.
Well, how come I didn't know about this?
Because you talked about Texas, and I figured you didn't know what good college football was. I'm sorry.
That's why I was talking about Texas. I don't talk about teams that are 2 and whatever.
I might have to come to your channel for college football talk, because if you really want to start talking about college football teams and national championships and all that stuff. When was the last time Texas won a national championship? Hold on.
When's the last time Florida?
I'll wait.
Are you talking about the Jameis Winston? You talking about the Jameis Winston?
Okay, no. Answer my question.
You know what's funny? This is what I love about football talk. We go from your team had the shittiest year in forever, and we're just gonna skip over that.
Oh no, we're not.
9 years ago.
No, we're not.
Yeah,
you didn't answer.
You're gonna go the year before that.
You know, I'm not going to anything. I asked you a question about Texas.
The Ravens defense is so good. The Ravens could win the Super Bowl with Cooper Rush.
I don't think so.
I don't. Win with Lamar Jackson. What are we doing?
Yeah, I'm not going to say that. But you know what? Deflecting again. You didn't answer my question. When was the last time Texas won a national championship?
2005.
Was that allowed then?
Yeah, because if you were 30, you were still alive. Even your
I said I'm turning 20.
Sense.
I said I was 20 in 2027. That's what I said.
Even your lie makes sense. So okay, so do you watch college football as much as you watch the NFL?
Nah, no, I stopped watching it.
No.
Like it's not as it was. But I was a big Colorado fan for the last couple of years.
Or you still are?
I mean, I still am, but I won't watch him anymore because Shador's not there anymore. So I'm not.
So you watch for Shador, not Coach Prime?
I mean, I watch for the team, but I just don't think they're going to be
worth watching.
They might be. You know.
Okay.
But I mean, college football just isn't like I used to love basketball more than I used to love football. I only watch basketball during the playoffs. Like college basketball, I used to love that as well. Duke is my college basketball team. I will watch them sparingly. Like
what?
You obviously hate winners. I see that right now.
Can I make a statement on this channel? How many people are watching? Are we gonna get banned?
We got 99 people in here right now, still rocking with us after.
We got 99 problems at different time, different age.
Yes. Guess name.
I don't know a lot of Black Duke fans.
Whoa. Woo. We listen. I don't know how do I say this?
How did that
we can have the non-YouTube voice conversation after the stream. What? First of all, my man Bradley, it's so many Duke fans out there. Like, come on now.
Black ones?
Yes. And it's crazy. Listen, so this is how crazy it is. Myself and my brother. I'm a Ravens fan. He's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, right? I love
one smarter than the other. I understand that.
He loves the University of North Carolina. I'm a Florida State football fan. He loves the University of Miami. Like, it seems like every team that I love, he is the exact opposite of. And apparently, he's not the smart one. All right, listen, it's been an hour. We're about to get up out here. I have one last question.
Oh.
This has been a wonderful conversation.
Are we leaving? Okay.
Yes,
okay.
we are leaving. We are. It's been an hour. Like, can I go? I just got off work. Like, can I go eat?
Yeah, well, listen, I got my water up here for my armrest. I was getting comfortable.
Yeah, I got my water too.
Hey, everyone, make sure you drink water, okay? This is my
This is all I drink is water. Only
Make
water.
sure you drink water. Hey, don't give them that free promo. No, what's that? What was the question? Oh, thank you for somebody, whoever said I was beautiful in the chat. I appreciate you because I can see them. This is so cool.
¿Qué pasa?
Thank you.
¿Qué pasa?
And I am sorry for everybody earlier because I did not see the chat. So if you were saying great things about me, I am sorry. I didn't see them.
It's okay.
Also,
It's okay.
Listen, before your question, hold the question. Okay, hold it. Hold it. Do you know how hard it was to get together to do this hour stream and you're asking for two hours? It's a slow roll. We've got to slow roll him, everybody. He can't hear me right now. Okay. We've got to slow roll him. Okay. So right now, if we do 1 hour and he's like, this hour isn't that bad, then maybe we can get more time and then more time and then more time.
Listen, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. When I get into a live stream and I start doing it, I actually like it. Like while I'm here and I'm going through the process of it, I actually love it. But I'm an overthinker. And I hate the thought process of what could be, what could happen. And I overthink things a little bit. I told you this, I overthink things a little too much. And
I know, but what do you think what's going to happen though? It's a live stream.
I don't know. Like I just think
the University of Texas, hook 'em, baby. It's you know how like
Texas
comforting it is to know that people, when they talk trash about my team, have to use my logo. Oh God, love it. Nothing turns me on more than a horns down. Nothing turns me on more than a horns down.
Well, Texas needs some blue chews or something. I don't know. All right, now to the question. So now soon as I do think he's gonna be that guy. I ain't gonna hold you. I think he is gonna be that guy though. Question. I'm turning things around on you. All right.
Okay.
So if you could poach one player from another AFC North team, who would that player be?
For this Steelers team, if I could poach one person, it's between Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson because we need a quarterback. You know what's terrible?
What's that?
I actually think Joe Burrow fits the Steelers better than Lamar would because of the way we play football. I don't trust our play calling to be what Lamar needs. So I don't know if he would be successful. I feel like I don't think we're fancy enough to have Lamar Jackson. Like if I trusted our offensive coordinator and we had like Shanahan or somebody that I knew would adjust the offense for Lamar, it would be Lamar all day. But because I don't believe that, I think Joe Burrow fits the Steelers better. Mm-hmm. But I want Lamar, but I just don't know. I think we would waste him. Like, I think you guys get a better run out of him than we ever would, just because we wouldn't use him right. We don't use anybody on offense right.
Okay.
So that would be mine. If we had a quarterback, give me Jamar Chase any day of the week and twice on Sundays.
Okay. So your pick is Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. Like that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you this. So we had that dilemma with Lamar when Greg Roman was our offensive coordinator. He didn't know what to do with Lamar, and he still won an MVP. So Lamar circumvents any offensive coordinator. Lamar makes players better than they are. Derrick Henry, as great as he is, he had his highest rushing average this past season with Lamar Jackson. Our offensive line is often graded as one of the higher offensive lines in the league because Lamar escapes pressure, he escapes sacks, makes them look better than what they are. So I think Lamar, no matter what system you put him in, he is going to thrive. Me personally, if they were given If you were given an opportunity and you didn't choose Lamar, great. Now that Joe Burrow doesn't have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, cool. I'm not saying he's not going to be good, but let's see him do the things that he's doing now in Pittsburgh's offense with Arthur Smith. Hook 'em horns. Anywho, I would just like to thank you for being a part of this
things where it's like, oh wait, can you hear me? Is my thing? I have open. Hold on. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, cool. This is one of those things where like I say things and then I let it out and then it's already been out and I'm like, oh crap, here it is. Oh well, it is what it is. But I need, before you end this live, okay. I need to say something.
Okay.
But seriously, I need for your audience to know that I think that you are amazing. And I think a lot of times people don't see the real content creator because we're so busy like creating a video and making it look good and focusing on this, and focusing on the message that we forget sometimes to like show ourselves in it. And so I think that you're amazing. And I think that the more I like learn about you and watch your stuff and watch your content, different things like that, it really shines through. And I just want you to know that, because I don't think it's hard sometimes when you're like in the video and in the message and in like, I want to get the point. I want to edit it. And I want to get the thumbnail. And I'm like, you are the best part of your channel. So I don't want you to like forget that, because there's some things that you say and certain things that you do. And just things that I've picked up on just like watching your videos, because I do watch your videos and sometimes pop in the comment section, is that you're amazing. And I want you to know that, because I don't know if enough people are letting you know how great like your channel is, how great your videos are, and all of those things. So I just wanted to take some time and tell you that I think that you're fantastic and I appreciate you. And I don't believe in disclosing private conversations, but I appreciate everything too, like you've said to me and helped me with, and all those things as well. So I just wanted to publicly say it. And we're going to do another live before the season starts, and you're going to commit to it right now before you end the show.
I'm taking it back. I thank you for that. It's hard. I have a desire. I'm very competitive, and I have a desire to try to be the best, but I don't like accolades, and I don't like being front and center, and I don't like attention. Like, I can make the greatest video ever on YouTube. Cool, watch it. Don't tell me that it's great. I don't want to hear, because I don't like the attention. I just like to play the background and just do what I do, and I just want to entertain people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I try to make people laugh.
But look at your comment section.
I mean,
look at your comments.
I appreciate my peoples. Like, they my peoples. They get me, and I appreciate them. Yeah. But I don't like the attention. I just like to make videos and try to find different ways to entertain them. Like, that's all I'm trying to do. That's why I'm always experimenting with things. I just want to entertain people and hopefully help somebody. The biggest thing that I want to do is I want to make these people see that you can disagree with somebody on a football take, but have a conversation about it. And not always be yelling, because sometimes I have to find myself and hold myself back on Twitter when I hear people jump on Twitter all day talking about, man, they don't know football, or only the real football fans. Who the fuck are you to tell somebody who a real football fan is? True. Or if somebody knows football or not, because they have a different opinion than what you have. I've asked you for the last 2 years, show me your fandom badge, show me your credentials where they appointed you the head of security for the fan police, and then let me know how I can sign up so I can get that job as well, to tell people what they know about football because somebody said this or somebody thought that. Okay, cool. You played Pop Warner football. Great. Now you know everything. I don't know everything. I don't pretend to know everything. I just know my opinion, and I just give my opinion. You can take it. You can leave it. You can tell me that I'm wrong. Cool. I might be wrong. I'm not going to get mad if you tell me that I'm wrong. Like, that doesn't make me upset, because we're all wrong at some time. We're all flawed in our own way. But to make somebody feel small, to make yourself feel bigger, I already know what it is with these guys. I already know you had a failed career and you want to be somewhere where somebody else is. You just didn't make it to the NFL. Now you want to trample on somebody else because they're telling you the Ravens O-line isn't good. Eric DeCosta is a decent general manager. That's their opinion. How can somebody get so infuriated about another man's opinion? I call myself the man in the chair. How are you getting upset to the point that you just want to burst a blood vessel about something that I said? I don't even know you. Like, What? What? But the craziest part is 99% of the stuff I said has been correct. That's what they don't like.
I can see
Yeah.
you're very passionate about this. I can
I
see
love,
you're
I
very
love my,
passionate.
I love my team. And unfortunately for you and I, we may not go as far in the YouTube game as other people are going to go because we're not up here kissing ass. I'm
Yeah,
never
we're
going to
not.
kiss nobody's
Yeah.
ass. And as you can tell by my videos, and this is not a diss to anybody else. You're not going to see me sit out here and make dumb videos just to get views and get subscribers and get clicks. I'm not going to just make a video about any topic just to get people to come around. You know what I'm saying? So we are going to suffer in our journey to try to get to YouTube. Shameless plug. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers. Like, that's my last goal. I'm like 2,900 away. Anywho, it's going to take us a slow burn. It's going to take us longer to get there because we don't agree with everything that our teams do. And people don't like that. And then on top of
Yeah.
that, like you said, we're black. And I hate to take it there, but we're black. So we're going to fall behind in that race where others out there, it's rainbows and sunshines, massa. It's going to team going to be all right. Said it. So I don't normally do that, but that's how I feel. Like,
Okay.
because we're not so agreeable, it's going to take us a little bit longer, and I'm cool with that. When I hit 10,000, if I ever hit 10,000, I'm good with it. If people like me, cool. If they don't like me, it's still cool. I used to have a period of my life where I didn't want people not to like me. You know what I'm saying?
Were you a people pleaser?
Most definitely. And I got
Okay.
that from my grandmother because my grandmother was such a kind and compassionate person. And she was so selfless and just did everything for everybody. And I wanted to emulate her so bad that I didn't want people to like me. And even when I started my YouTube journey, I started to pander to one side and another side. And you know what I'm saying? Just because I didn't want people to be like, oh, you know, this, and the third. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I'm a very loving and very generous person, but I do mean this from the bottom of my heart. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. And I mean that shit. Like, I'm sorry. Right now, I'm 50 years old. My brother told me I can wild out and do and say anything I want to do now. Now that I hit that 50-year mark, I can do whatever. And I'm telling you right now, I don't give a fuck if you like me. Straight like that. You don't like my videos? I don't care. I'm going to do what's comfortable and what I feel is best for me. I'm going to give the opinions that I feel I want to give. And I'm not going to pander to anybody to get somebody to subscribe, to join, to do anything. If you want to do it organically and holistically, cool, because we are slowly building a community. Like, and I was telling you last night, get yourself a Patreon and do certain things. We're building a community that's going to go well beyond YouTube. Because if you don't know, I like helping people. Like, I want to help people grow. If people want to do YouTube and they need tips, I freely give it. Like, I'll give it to anybody because YouTube is the one thing where if somebody succeeds, somebody else has to lack. We all can go forward. Or if somebody somebody needs some advice on starting some online stuff or whatever, I'm there for it. And that's the community that we're building. And I'm trying to get people to come in at the ground level before we get too big. Because when we get too big, that's when I might start charging money. And people ain't gonna be too happy. So you might want to get in where you fit in. But even outside of that, we're a family. And like LBHT, I will shout them out to the high heavens. We just took a trip a couple weeks ago to New York. Like, and these are guys that I met on the internet 4 years ago, and I talk to them every single day.
I love that.
Every day.
I think
Jay, Suge, Big Reg, like, we have a community. Yolanda, it's a community of us that since we've all connected, we have been in each other's lives consecutively all the time. Like, too much sometimes, but we're a family. We're a family.
Yeah. Well, listen, okay. You just went on a 7-minute soliloquy, okay, on live. You're killing it. You're so good at this. So the only thing I was waiting to hear, like towards the end of it,
sorry for the cussing,
was when is the next live?
We're sorry. The call you have just placed is not in service. Oh man, bad connection. Bad connection.
I'm still waiting.
Listen, I would not promise anything. Listen, there will be another live sometime. Okay, got it. Because I'm always thinking.
Okay.
Bam, got it. I will set up a live sometime either this week or next week. You and Yolanda will be on this channel talking about whatever y'all want to talk about, and I'll just be in the background pulling up the comments and doing
No,
all
they're
the
here for you.
production.
I don't mind going live with Yolanda. That's fantastic. But don't try to interject someone else so that you can take a back seat. How about this? This is my final offer. Okay. How about this? Sometime before the month of July ends, before August 9th. So that gives you 4 weeks.
Okay.
We'll do another live. That's it. Before August 9th, we'll do another live.
Deal.
I said, okay.
That was simple.
Promise?
Okay. No, I'm serious. This is simple.
Perfect.
Simple, wasn't it?
Perfect. There it goes. See? There it goes.
15 minutes or less. Got it.
Nope, we're not. Come on. Do you think I could do a live in 15 minutes or less? I'd be like, "Hi everyone, how are you? Then this, and then this."
See, Black Ice. That if that were to happen, that would have to be like on a Saturday or Sunday because you got Flawed and you got Yolanda talking. That's easily 3.5 hours a piece.
Yeah, and listen,
That's a 7-hour stream.
See, and we can do another live, and she can be a part of it. That's what I'm saying. Like the opportunities are endless, but you need to come on. Like, what are you doing?
All right, we'll discuss it. We'll talk something. We'll do something.
I got him, chat. I got him.
We'll do
okay,
something.
keep me in your thoughts and prayers.
We'll do something.
Anyways, but no, seriously, I appreciate you, and thank you for the invite. Thank you for saying, "Hey, I think I'm gonna do this."
Yeah. Since you bogarted your way in, it was like we doing a live stream. Yeah, you're welcome to the invite. Happened?
I'm
just saying. My ribs still hurt.
Oh, okay. Well, now you're gonna be up here lying on me on this live. So since we're gonna tell lies, let me tell you what.
I said no.
I'm just messing with you. No, seriously, I do appreciate you, and I believe if I could do a poll, you might have talked more than I did tonight. Maybe.
Oh, listen, I can talk. That's not getting twisted. I can talk.
Yes, but that wasn't like why I said that. So I'm just saying.
All right. Okay. Appreciate you.
Okay.
All right. Listen, before we get about it here, let the people know what you got going on, where they can find you, what you have in the works, because I know there's maybe some stuff you may not want to divulge, but
yeah. Yeah, that's why I said if you have to see. No, so right now the end of my 32 fan series is releasing. So tomorrow will be 31 and Thursday will be team 32. So if you are into in the NFL at all, or if you want to watch the videos of the team your team is going to play this year, that's what I've been watching back. So make sure that you catch all of those episodes of the competition. And then the other thing is after this week, I will have a Steelers video about our record prediction. I will have Texas videos, Colorado videos, and then August 1st, I have something super exciting coming to my channel. And I'm not going to talk about it right now because I don't talk about things until I'm more than halfway done, because then I will know it's like for real. So probably though by Sunday, I might be halfway done. So we'll see. But something else coming to my channel. So if you like football, all things football, you will get a ton of football from me up until the season starts. And it'll be new content and fresh content, not repeat content that you've heard on somebody else's channel. I can promise you that, because the way that I'm going to do it is not going to be the way everybody else has done it. So just saying.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Listen.
So really flawed football. That's where I'm at. Twitter, Instagram. I think that's all I have right now.
It's in the description.
It's in the description. Okay, if you're listening to this on playback, please take some time to go into the description. Okay, he's mentioned it now 4 times. Let's make sure
because your information is in there for them to find you. All right, I have another idea. I have another idea before the season starts. Okay. Since you already have the connections, you get the Browns fan, you get the Bengals fan, and we get Yolanda, and we do an AFC North preview to the season. The 4 of y'all get together and do a preview for the season. Bam.
The 4 of y'all get together.
Bam.
The 4 of y'all get together. Where are you going to be?
I'm a facilitator.
Push the buttons.
I make deals happen.
Okay. Well, the only problem with that though is, without saying too much, my plan is to wrap up NFL content and then make that transition for the August 1st start. So, so there's, that.
Got it. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm saying. Yo, man, call, bro.
Listen.
She already has the connects. Like she has the connects.
You guys know how much crap I do.
What did we talk about last night about doing more work? Like
I can't do everything.
You don't have to do everything. All you have to do is
who's going to plan it? Who's going to plan it? Who's going to organize it? Who's going to schedule it? Who's going to reach out? Me, and me.
I can do all that for y'all. I'll be the producer. I'll contact the people. I'll set it up. I'll be behind the scenes working all the prompts and putting the chat up. I'll do all that for y'all. I'll have y'all backs. No.
You know the things I have going on right now.
Okay, cool. Say less. I'll just get your laundry.
Who knows?
I'll get your laundry to find 3 other people. That's all.
But if it does finish early, then now if it does finish early, that's different. It's just right now I have to get it finished so that I have time
I'm not trying to rush you.
Yeah. Anyways, as long as everybody knows, I appreciate you, and I just might reach out because I know for a fact the Bengals fan will be all for it. So, and he's also a Colorado fan. He's lovely, by the way.
Don't say all in for it because he hasn't had the conversations yet. Because, like I said, I know football and I know Bengals history. I used to watch the Bengals, so they like. Is he one of those unrealistic? Is he one of those unrealistic Bengals?
No,
fans?
I don't.
Him cool.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't talk to. I don't think I talked to any unrealistic fans. I didn't talk to any fans where afterwards I was like, nah, bruh, you can't really believe. No, none of them. All of them were like, man, I'm really hoping. Like some of them said kind of things that I was like, no, come on. But that's fandom. I don't think that's.
You gotta believe.
You gotta believe. So nobody went like. Nobody predicted that you think would be crazy that predicted their team to go to the Super Bowl. Nobody even predicted that you think would be crazy that they would have 8-9 wins. Like everybody I talked to, I felt like was very reasonable.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So
then be cool then.
Yeah.
I think he can work.
He would be amazing. Yeah. He would be amazing. And he's cool for real. So he would be like, yeah, And the Browns fans, he's pretty busy. So we'll see.
Whatever. I just want to make sure that these people are cool to work with Yolanda. I just want to make sure I need to vet them before I send them out there because she has a mouth on her, and sometimes she don't hold back, and I don't want her to go off on people. She's.
Are you kidding me? Like these people had to deal with me. Like if they can, I always tell people if they get past this and want to deal with me and everything I'm bringing, then
one time it's going to be why Clef is on. One time.
Yeah, he'll be a part of the conversation. He's just lying.
One time. All right, listen. Hour and 32 minutes.
Hour and a half. Did it. Bam. Thank you. We should have placed a bet. I would have won the bet.
Oh, no, I'd have ended this before just to win the bet. But I do appreciate you for stopping by. We do have to do this. We do have to do this again.
Absolutely.
I mean, do you use StreamYard?
I do.
I don't know why you didn't have this streaming to your channel as well, but
because I wanted to come in your space. Like I wanted to be here.
But you still could have had it on your channel as free video. I'm just saying. Anywho.
Yeah, but like I wanted to be here. I wanted this space. Like I wanted this to be, like the Ravens space. You know what I mean?
Okay, I get it.
And I didn't know how you were going to act, so I didn't want to put you on my channel.
I was going to act. Bet. Say less. That's it. Listen, guys. I appreciate you. There's still 101 people in here after an hour and a half of nonsense, tomfoolery, and just god-awful discussions. I thank you guys for hanging out with us. Listen, if you want to support this channel even further, make sure you go over to patreon.com/RouG and become a patron for $5 a month. You can get to the Discord. And like I said, you can become a part of this growing budding community. I might even let her in. I don't know. After the stream is over. But anywho, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I thank you for helping me get to where I am thus far, because this has well exceeded anything that I thought I was going to do in this YouTube space. Here we are going on 3.5 years later, and we are still going and we are still growing. Shout out to Ferris, who is always fucking late. I love Ferris as well. That's my guy.
Well, if you're on the playback, I respond to comments in the comment section. So if you're watching this and you're at the very end and you're on the playback and I see something, I will comment in that comment section. So just saying.
That she said that I want to apologize. Have not been doing well with the comments. Like I put out a video, them first hour and a half, I'm strong. Then I start working on the video or something, and I look and I be like, 65 comments. I'm not replying to all that. God damn.
I'm still small enough where I can respond to all my comments, and I do. And then I go to like other people's things that I like was collaborating on. I'm like, oh, I'll respond to their comments too. so
I'm gonna get better at that. And like I said, I do appreciate you guys for supporting myself and just all of the fam and just everybody that we come in contact with. And go out there and support your creator. I don't care if it's a Steelers creator, a Steelers creator, a Ravens creator, whomever. Go out and support them because it's not easy. Like we put a lot of work into planning this stuff. Like I had to get off work and come straight to do this, which I'd love. And I'm not saying it's an issue, but just know it's not as easy as sitting in front of a chair and talking into a camera. Like me, I get real nervous. Like I'm a nervous type individual. Not really, but I'm a nervous type individual, and I get nervous in front of the camera and I get real jittery. So this takes a lot. But I do appreciate y'all. And
he has to deal with me. So,
Facts. So y'all should have even more sympathy for your boy, because now I got Yolanda and Flawed. Will I have any peace? I'm gray enough as is. But
I love it. Well, I appreciate you having me. And yes, we'll do it again.
We will. And for real, we are out. Appreciate y'all. We gone. I'm done. I'm done talking.